Well, I'm back on the slipway to continue my work on painting the boat. I had hoped to moor on the opposite side. There is space there in front of the boat that's moored there, but as I came along you have to do not a 90 degree, you have to turn back on yourselves to get into the slipway, and there were a couple of boats coming down, so I thought rather than mess around it would be easier to come onto the side that I've come on. But I've got more rubbing down to do on the opposite side of the boat, the starboard side in fact. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Well, I've just been given a light rub down to those parts that I primed the other day. My intention is to give those a gloss coat today. That will be the first of 2 gloss coats that I intend to give. Fortunately the sun has sort of gone in, which is nice in a way because it's not so hot. It gets very hot working on the roof of the boat. So it's all coming along. I don't do a lot of painting. I've forgotten how sort of drippy paint can be. It's very loose. I think I was expecting it to be a bit thicker. I'll be giving these 2 coats, so I don't need to worry too much about this first coat. So I'm going to try and make sure there's no runs in it. Well, I've just finished painting all the roof fittings. I've also painted the uprights behind the handrails. These needed to be treated again. I did paint them last year, but I thought I'd do those again. I did rub down the handrails the other day, so I'm not quite sure what to do next. I'll probably start painting the handrails, I think. I have got some work to do on the other side of the boat. I can't move the boat over to the other side of the slipway at the moment, although I could turn the boat around. But I think I'd rather not do that as it's securely moored up. So I'm going to have some lunch, another late lunch. It's about 3 o'clock now, I think. and after lunch I think I'll paint the handrail. Last year I did it with a brush. It took rather a long while. I was thinking of doing it with a roller, but I think I might stick with the brush actually. See how we get on. Well, I've just finished painting the port handrail. I've still got the starboard side to do, but I've been on terra firma. It is a lot easier, I think, being on the bank and painting than being on the roof and painting. So I think I'm going to have to leave that side for today. I've got on reasonably well today. I'm not unhappy with what I've achieved. Not quite sure what the time is. I'm just going to have a look around at different aspects of the boat and see if there's any touching up or any bits I can do now. Well, I've just touched up a few areas on the boat, very light touches with the brush, just where a little bit of paint might be needed. But I think I've done enough for today. Sun is out, as you can probably tell. It's a lovely evening, but it is now gone 5 o'clock. I know there's still a couple of hours of daylight left, but I don't really see what I can usefully do now. So that's it for now. I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now. It's the start of another day. I've crossed the boat over to the other side in cooperation with the other boat who's waiting to go up on the slipway. It's a beautiful day. No rain is expected. Should be sunny all day long. I just need to do a few touching in bits to the handrail that I painted yesterday where the mooring line was in the way, and the cleat on top of the boat needs to be painted. Then I'm going to do the starboard handrail, paint that, and soon I'll be ready to do the paint the roof. This is the last part of the handrail. I've noticed I've just got a little bit to touch up on the other side that I missed yesterday. I don't know why, but there's a lot of fill above the windows on this side of the boat. It may be that some rain deflectors were added and subsequently removed. It's a real mystery. Where I've rubbed down above the windows, I've just given a little coat of primer, and I've done that in one or two other places as well. It should make it easier to paint over, I hope. Lovely sounding boat behind me. I'm now going to move the boat to the other side of the slipway so I can work on the port side. It's really too hot now to paint the roof today, as I had hoped to do so, but the port side of the boat is out of the sun, so it shouldn't be so hot. So I think I'll move across. Oh, there's a nice breeze. I think I'll move across, have some lunch, and then set to afterwards. I've only put the masking tape on top of the windows. I really don't see any need to go all the way around them, as I am fairly careful. Actually quite difficult to see because I'm on the shaded side of the boat. This is the first coat of paint that I'm giving. I will be giving it another coat, hence the reason why I'm not laying it off with a paintbrush. When I deal with the top coat, things will be done differently, and I'll need to take more care. It's not going too bad. There are a few insects attaching themselves to the paint, but that's only to be expected really. I can soon rub those off when I rub down the next coat, or rub down for the next coat I should say. The boat moves up and down when another boat comes past. What a lovely sound that is. Wow, I'm filming this on my knees actually. I've just finished painting the side of the boat. Very difficult to see what you're doing. The sun is on the opposite side, which is good because I'm working in the shade. That means the steel is cold, which is good, but it's very difficult to see. I just now need to finish off the top of the gunnels, and that will be that. Hello. So I better take the masking tape off before it sticks on forever. Wow. Well, that side is finished. When I set off painting yesterday, I really didn't know how much to put into the pot that I've been using to take the paint from. And today, when I started rollering, I didn't know how much to put in the tray. Well, what's very interesting is that I had sufficient in the pot with just a little bit left over from what I did yesterday and today. I've used all that I put in the tray, and I finished off by taking the balance of what was in the pot. So it's worked out beautifully. I don't like having paint left over in either the pot or the tray, so that's gone very well indeed. I think I should just recap what I've done today. I started off this morning on this side of the slipway, the side that I'm on at the moment. I wanted to swap to the other side. The other boaters weren't too happy about that initially, but later on they said yes, let's do it. It needed to be done because their boat was going to be pulled out of the water and they needed a straight entry onto the slipway and onto the trailer and tractor. So I moved over to the other side and I painted the starboard handrail. I've also done bits of rubbing down, as you will have seen, and other bits of touching in and painting. But it was decided it was just far too hot to paint the roof, which was my original intention. So I moved back to this side, having been on the other side. The side I've just painted was in shade, which was good. It allowed me to get on and paint it. So I think tomorrow what I'll probably do, or later tonight, is I'll turn the boat around so that I'm still on this side, but the other side of the boat is on this side. That will keep it cool for tomorrow. On Wednesday the slipway needs to be used again, so I really need to be on the other side, and for that, or for that day, then I maybe will paint the I'll paint the roof on that day rather than doing it tomorrow. So it's all coming together, I think. Anyway, wait to see until it dries off and the sun has gone in and I can look and see a little bit better what I've actually achieved, because I'm quite pleased with how it's gone. Until I see it with the sun on it, and I won't know. It's all got to be rubbed down anyway for the top coat. I was only planning to give it 2 coats, but things are going well. So there we have it. I'm going to say bye for now. I'm desperate to get a drink and just have a wash and brush up, as they say. So I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now. Many thanks for watching. If you haven't yet done so, please subscribe. Bye for now.